him kind of bow out as early as he did to this rookie squad, but that's why we love these World Finals. So here we go. KK, Wallace, game number 3 here of King of the Hill.
Well, you know, you think about Nova, Andrew, and one thing they've done that nobody else did was appear at all 3 Clash Royale League World Finals.
Yep.
And you really can't take that away from them. That's an insane performance, not to mention winning 5 of the 6 regional titles in which they competed. So, you know, you look at Nova, they lost to Pain Gaming, they lost in a close one there at the end. They almost fought back to take it away from them. But you look at Nova's overall career as an organization, as a team in Clash Royale, as an organization across Supercell games, and this is a storied franchise. They just fell a little bit short against the team that played their hearts out.
Yeah, I mean, it was really incredible, that match between them yesterday. I mean, you look at the 2-0 sweep, and then basically what should have been a sweep in King of the Hill. LCL picked up that first game off Vitor. It felt like it was basically 5-0 going into the 3rd set. Then CRS and LCL came out and put up 4 games to 0, taking 2 set sweeps in a row. And then, Rich, you're not wrong. That could have went either way. It was so close. It went down to the final game in the 1v1 set. Little Chen and Wallace duking it out in 3. Wallace barely coming out on top.
And you know, I said it at the moment there, I was a little surprised that Little Chen was the guy who came out as opposed to AUK. And I don't know what was going on internally, how Nova felt about AUK's preparation or where he was for that match. But in my opinion, AUK had to be the guy there. They went with Little Chen, and of course, now they're out of the tournament.
Yeah, AUK last night on Twitter, I think the first post that he made after they lost was just washed, is what he wrote. And I'm wondering, after he went 0-3 in the first 2 sets, if he did not want to play anymore, and that's why we ended up seeing Little Chen in that final position, which, who knows, maybe put their team at a great disadvantage. Maybe AUK would have had a better matchup there against Wallace, but mentally just was not able to step back out on the playing field.
Talking about disadvantages right now, KK falling way behind Wallace, who I think would love to end up as the Crown's leader overall for Fantasy in this tournament, and right now making a good argument to continue that run.
Yeah, I mean, you still look at what he's doing here. He's just dialed in, man. Bar barrel there, protects the Musketeer, creates this dual lane pressure, or I mean, strong pressure here on the left-hand side. 2 Musketeers on the board, 2 Baby Dragons with a Knight up front. This is all stuff that didn't happen on accident. Wallace really wants this.
Bar barrel in on that Hunter. Fisherman playing defense. This was a good sequence overall for KK, but Wallace will still come out with the lead, 1308 to 874.
KK made some really, really nice plays there. Wallace maybe caught looking just a little bit on defense, but still a pretty substantial lead with about 440 HP.
You know, in the first season of CRL Asia, GameWith finished top of the region. And then Ponos barely limped their way into those CRL Asia playoffs for that opening spring season. KK was on GameWith. They were absolutely dominant. And then Ponos ran through that gauntlet and ended up 3-0ing GameWith in that championship matchup. And of course, that turned out to be a big rivalry between those 2 squads of Ponos and GameWith. And I have to imagine like what it took for KK to decide to come over to the team that had denied him so many times. He's fit in very well here, though.
Yeah, if you can't beat him, join him maybe was the idea there for KK. And you see right here, Wallace getting very, very aggressive time after time with that Magic Archer at the bridge. Now just falling a little bit short. 208 HP remains on that tower, and KK needs to do everything in his power. You see right there, all these units being played up high, offset from the middle. He does not want that Magic Archer to connect on his tower again. He's allowed it to happen way too many times already, and now only 136 HP remaining. That's going to be a really rough stop for KK.
Log in on the right-hand side. Pigs should get in, and they do. Wallace takes game number 3 of King of the Hill.
Right now, Pain Gaming on a bit of